Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs. Now, I am currently waiting on our chicken to lay an egg, because I very much so would like to get some biogoo and make more dinosaurs. Because I've had an idea for an enclosure, and I'm very excited about it. Where is our chicken hiding? Are you over here? No, you're not. Where are you? There you are. And you have an egg for me. Thank you. Yes, today we are going to get our hands on a Compsognathus. Because I have what I believe is a very fun idea for the enclosure. Throw that in there. Throw these back in here. Okay. Yes. I actually just want to wander around a little bit today before I get started on our Compsognathus enclosure. There was an update to the mod, the Fossils and Archaeology mod. Mostly just bug fixes. It also added a name tag variant for Meganera. We do not have a Meganera, nor do I know what any of the names needed for any of the name tag variants are. So we're just going to leave those as they are. We're also going to leave the resource pack that gives our dinosaurs variants on. Because even if I did figure out what the name tag variants are, it does work with the resource pack, so that's all good. I want to see all our friends. You look very good now that you've got all your quills. And then our newest friend, all the way down here, the Dimetrodon. You have a very full enclosure. Can I even see you in here? Are you even in here? Yep, I see you. Hello. Yeah, carnivore, piscivore. Should bring you a pig, actually, before we get started today. Or any other live animal that I'm not super worried about. We have our Aquilolomna. We could get a second Aquilolomna, actually. Don't know if we'll do that today, though. Donkey will work. Unless there is a pig or something over here. Sheep. That'll do. You are going to get fed to a Dimetrodon. You'll love it. I'm not lying, I swear. You'll have a great time, Mr. Sheep. Okay. I don't know how effectively it'll hunt you. Or where it's hiding. Oh, there it is. But if it gets hungry enough, it should hunt. Same thing for our Quetzalcoatlus. Should hunt at some point. I just think that's outside of the render distance and simulation distance so often. Doesn't even grow up out here, actually. It's still 1. And we got that before the Aquilolomna, which is 3. Oh, you're 2. My bad, you're 2. And for... the pig is still alive. For those of you that missed the last episode, yeah, the Quetzalcoatlus is blue now. As I said, I have a resource pack adding new dinosaur variants. I think it's a fun little resource pack to have on, so I intend to keep it on unless we run into a problem with it, which is possible as they update the mod and stuff like that. Wrong teleport, there we go. And I still have not built the home yet. I'm very slowly collecting materials for it. And I think I've wasted enough of all of our time today. So I think it's time to get started on collecting what I need for our Consummnathus enclosure. I promise you guys you will love it. I don't know why I'm trying to walk down. I have a teleport, a waypoint to the ravine. And I want granite. We'll polish this granite, turn it into blocks and stairs. I also want trapdoors of some kind. I'm feeling like jungle trapdoors, but I don't know if I have the location of a jungle anywhere. Dark oak forest. Have I discovered a jungle? I have. What's... Near complete portal is our closest waypoint to the sparse jungle and jungle over there. I don't think there's a closer one. It's not looking like it, so I will go get the jungle wood as well. Want like a stack of this first, though. Because my idea is that I want it to be 2 cages with tubes going between them. I think that that would be a lot of fun. Just polish that now. Throw that into here. Nearly complete portal, because I don't think underground research camp is... Yeah, that's the opposite direction. This way. I need a better mode of transportation. Perhaps a tamed Quetzalcoatlus, for example. Except I don't know how you tame the Quetzalcoatlus. Because, like, the T-Rex, for example, needs a... Oh, what is the word? The T-Rex needs a scarab gem to tame it. Mosasaurus needs an aquatic scarab gem. And I don't know if they've classified the Quetzalcoatlus as a big enough creature to need a scarab gem of some sort. If I right-click this... They should switch this to the smithing table, I think. Not this recipe, maybe, as much, but the others, I think, do need to be switched over to the smithing table. I think it's much more fitting. It's an actual block now, so they can absolutely use it. You know what I should have checked before coming up with this idea is what habitat Consummnathus lived in? I didn't do that, though. So, we're just gonna end up with this fun little hamster cage for our Consummnathus. To be fair, the Quetzalcoatlus enclosure isn't exactly accurate either right now. It's also not done. I have a lot of unfinished projects that one day I would like to get to. The house needs to get built one day. The Quetzalcoatlus enclosure, which is just our general aviary right now, get built one day. And I'm getting a lot of lag. Am I generating new chunks? I don't know. I apologize for the delays. We'll just chop down one tree. Because that's all I really need, realistically. I just need the sapling. And even then, I probably only need the wood from one tree. I'm using it to make trap doors. That's a sapling. 2 saplings even. 4. Very nice. Alright. Home. Sleep. And then throw these in our storage. Find out how many trapdoors this makes. 12. Definitely will not be enough. I don't know how much I can get away with glass panes for this enclosure design, but I'll see. I'm just gonna turn all of these into stairs, actually. Okay. Where do we want this enclosure to be? Guess these enclosures. This is slightly more than one. Could go here. That's not a terrible option. Because we do slowly need to connect this area. Could go over here. I feel like maybe we go that area. Like, Let's see what the actual area looks like. Yeah. We have this cave that would need to get covered up eventually. But for our Compsognathus enclosure today, this area will do just fine. Do I even not have enough stairs to do the 2? There we go. One side very small, which is okay, because it gets 2 parts. Might need to terraform a little bit. I want this side to be a little bit bigger, I think, so we are going to need more granite, but that is okay. And then, yeah, that can loop back just fine. Where is Ravine? This way. Yes! Not quite as impressive as a dropper, but still. And then, yeah, I want some tubes connecting the 2 enclosures together so that the Compsognathus can run through them. I think it'll be cooler when we have more than one Compsognathus, but for now, I think that it'll be fine, even with just one. One day, I should also get armor. I just feel like that might be a worthwhile investment for my longevity in this world. Because I die with relative frequency, which not really good for my health. The ground over here. Do we want 3 parts, maybe? Like, I don't know about 3 parts, actually, now that I say it out loud. I think 3 parts, and we put one of them up here, actually. I do think we are going to go with 3 parts. There we go. I think that we're onto something here. I mean, this is not going to be a fun enclosure to try and get into by any... actually, no. No, this should be fine, because we can just open up the crawl tunnels, or whatever they are, the tubes, and crawl into the enclosure. Just make sure that we get a decent bit of wood. 31 logs. Jungle planks. As many trapdoors as possible. 52, fingers crossed. Back to the ground. Yeah, now we're slowly actually bringing in these 2 parts here. I do want to leave this as much as I can. Like, maybe we have to turn it into a thing that's behind glass or something, but I do think that it would be cool to keep it as incorporated as possible. Okay, the 2 between these 2 I feel like should be higher, these 2 lower, so I'm gonna break this. Teleport up to my home. I should have grabbed my 2 pieces of polished granite. So that I can do that. Thinking here, unfortunately, I do have to try and figure this out. How does everything need to go for this idea to work? Because I would rather that sort of thing. Then crawl through. My only concern is I might need to use glass blocks instead of glass panes. And by concern, I feel like that might be unavoidable. Like, I don't know if there's a way that I can make these tunnels and have the whole thing be secure for such a small dinosaur without using glass blocks. And then these 2 need to connect. I feel like these 2 can be ground level If we go like this, that's pretty direct. Nope. There we go. I'll work with that, and then is there a way? No. I think I might be wrong. We're gonna need one there and there. And that should be a second tube. And then this one is going to be probably our longest tube. We need it to get over here. I need to get that up, because I need that like that. This one, the dinosaurs will need stairs up to, which I can do. And right here is going to be a problem. So what I am wondering is if I use a fence and a block. Fence, please. Minecraft, why are you frozen? I'm trying to grab a fence. And why is Valve asking me for surveys? My frame rate is 2, Valve. Do you really? Please. Thank you. Okay. So blame Valve for that one. That was not my fault. Granite. Actually, I'll just turn all of these into polished. You shouldn't be this type of fence. I should use jungle fence. There we go. Does that look like a structural support? I think so. And then that'll be glass, so that'll be fine as is. There we go. Oh, this one's not right. There we go. I think I do get away with that looking structural, actually. Yes. Yeah. This, I think, looks good. I think the problem is that I haven't been smelting glass this entire time. Do I have 27 sand? Because I have a lot of glass panes. But because I'm doing these tunnels, I need some areas to be full glass. And I would rather just make it uniform. So let's bring this up to like a stack of glass. Might need more actually. Let's collect a decent bit of glass. And then make this enclosure beautiful for our Conthomnathus, which lives in a habitat. And I don't know what it is because I forgot to do the research before the video. So much sand. 2 stacks. I feel like 2 stacks should be more than enough. Although I am using full pieces of glass, so I might be wrong about that. Home, there we go. Start smelting both of them at once. Do I have more coal? There we go. We have a Conthomnathus egg. How are we doing on that achievement, actually? Enough to fill a park or 2. Incubate at least 1 of each egg. Don't have either of these achievements yet. Haven't encountered a Phallosaurus, which is surprising. We haven't done any of the archaeology stuff either. Could do that now, though. Do have a broken ancient sword. And more relic scraps than I know what to do with. Same with the broken ancient helmet. Where did I put the archaeology workbench? Throw that. That's where I teleport to. Throw that here for now. I do have somewhere in the house design for where I think it should actually go. But for now, this will be fine. I'll leave that in there. Alright, the ground. Let's get them some water here. And actually, that should be the only one that we need to do anything in. Home. Grab 2 buckets, and I'm gonna chop down another jungle tree, because I would like to use jungle stairs for these stairs in the enclosures. 8 stairs, that should probably be enough. The ground. Quick hop into this Attachosaurus enclosure. Need to do the art for more of the enclosures as well. Oh, and didn't I promise that I would name a dinosaur today? Dang it! Forgot about that. I'm sorry, I have to break my promise today. There we go. That was incredibly unnecessary, but I think it'll look better that way. You don't see it, so it doesn't matter, but I think it's the right decision. Then we end up with this center bit, which is completely unused. You can walk to it, though, under this tube. So I could probably throw something in there. While we wait for some of this sand to smelt, I guess I can take some dirt and cover up this ravine, which is gonna have a lot of mobs spawn in it. Because I did not grab torches. But that'll be fine. Okay, I mean... I don't know how good of terraforming I'm gonna get to... Of course it's raining. I don't know how good of terraforming I'll get to today. I feel like there could realistically be an episode where I just do some terraforming for our park. An episode of terraforming and building shops and amenities, turning it into an actual sort of zoo park thing. I feel like it's closer to a zoo than an amusement park of some kind, but maybe I'm wrong. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. That looks relatively natural, actually. Maybe fill here in as well. Okay, lovely. Uh, 29, 29. Nope, that's the wrong one. The ground. I'm going to work on the enclosure more, not go home. That needs to be glass. It's a weird design, because I did the stairs on the bottom, and then it's a full block. Hopefully, though, it looks good still. I don't know if it does, but I am hoping. I also don't think I have enough glass. And it won't let me sleep. I'm gonna go collect more sand. If it'll teleport me there. I don't have to deal with rain for some of this area, which is great. I think I'll just get, like, another stack of sand. Slowly but surely, this area is going to be reduced all the way down to just normal... Well, not even normal. It's just going to be stone. This area is going to look terrible when I'm done with it. Maybe we'll terraform it into some weird project. I don't know. $35 more glass to work with. I don't think it needs to be much taller than 2 blocks of glass. I think. Like that. It's a consummatus. It's a small dinosaur. It's like 2 feet tall. I'm really not worried about it. A meter is, what, roughly 3 feet? Like, I could build a 2-block tall enclosure and it would have space to jump around. Yes. Okay. Then I'm feeling like we put more granite stairs on top surrounding everything. Which means that's right. Where did I put my granite pit? There it is. I'm gonna take all the granite from this by the end of this project. Yes. So much granite for such a small enclosure for an even smaller dinosaur. I wonder, actually, if we look on the mini-map, is this one of our smaller enclosures, or is this one of the bigger ones? Oh, nope, it's refigured out the diamond. There we go. Where do I need to be? Here we go. That looks really strange on the mini-map. That is on par with our other enclosure sizes, though. Which is interesting, because it does feel much more cramped. Probably because it's just a bunch of smaller enclosures connected by tubes. All of you are going to be stairs, every single one. Except for 5, apparently. My bad. The ground. I doubt that this will be enough, but we will see. Then if we go around like this, I think, and I might be wrong, that that'll look good. I like it. I do like it. I do feel like if this enclosure existed in the real world, that children would jump and run through, underneath, and over the tubes. Not through. Not through. Do not enter the enclosure, please. That's where the carnivorous dinosaurs are. Yes, I like this. I am now stuck in here. Nope. Maybe we throw trapdoors like that around. If I intend to use these to get in and out, then I don't think it affects the look of the enclosure at all either. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe it makes it look better. Probably not, but I'm going to tell myself it does, so that I can say that that was a good decision that I made. The ground. A lot of teleporting. Up and down, all around. This enclosure, actually, interestingly, is going to be this top layer that is going to have this trapdoor on it. Which works just fine. Okay. Nope. There we go. At least I'm out of the enclosure. I am still no good at parkour. After all that whole, like, 3 episodes of me just doing the parkour section on Variety, I didn't actually get all that much better, it turns out. Maybe I need to play more parkour maps. I would rather not, but maybe I should. And I'm short on granite. I'm hoping that the Consumnathus secretly lived in plains Because otherwise, this enclosure is going to be horribly inaccurate, and I won't be fixing it today. Okay. Ravine. Where is my granite pit? Here it is. Almost got this entire thing, emptied. I don't know if another full stack will be necessary, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Oh, wow, this is a cave. I don't have any torches on me. Hold on. I'm getting lightly sidetracked by this discovery. Huh. Didn't see any fossils on the way down, which is unfortunate, but acceptable. So nice, we found a new cave. 28 granite. I think I'm being overkill with the amount that I need. I do. But I also don't want to risk it. There we go. Home. Don't need a crafting table to turn it into the polished granite, but I do need one to turn it into the stairs. And just while I'm here, Okay. The thing is which enclosure is the largest? Because I feel like maybe I have enough granite, maybe I don't. Maybe I have enough glass, even. I think I have enough glass. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. And... yes! I know it's not impressive, but I'm still gonna celebrate that. It was easier back in the old days of Minecraft when you didn't start crawling if it closed on you too early. You would just be standing inside of it, and then you could still jump up anyway. Okay. That's our Compson at this enclosure. I have the egg. Okay. I don't know why I'm looking for an excuse to not just do this. Hello. Alright. I forgot to do it today. Next episode, I promise I'll name the Dinosaurs. I promise. And I'll keep the promise this time. Hopefully. Hopefully I remember. Alright, it's a very small egg. And it is turning to night. Which, hopefully, will be fine. I think it'll be fine. While we wait for this, I am gonna check. 44 minutes. Took me 44 minutes to build this enclosure. You guys probably know, because, you can just watch the video and see, oh, it's however many minutes long. Because I don't cut much out of Minecraft Dinosaurs. Yep, okay. Home. Sleep. I should throw some torches in more of those dinosaur enclosures. I remember what happened to... Oh, did we ever... I almost died there. Did we ever even name it? The first ornithomimus that we had... Or not ornithomimus. Ornitholestes that we had in the previous world before Rocky. The first one that we had died because a zombie spawned in its enclosure. Which is tough. There's not much... I don't know why it was immediately aggressive on the zombie or why the zombie was aggressive on it, but either way they fought and the Ornitholestes died, which was unfortunate, to say the least. Had a funeral that day. It was the first funeral where we found the skull and we didn't later find the dinosaur. Because Arthur also, we thought, was dead, and I made it a grave. I had to cheat in its skull because we couldn't find the corpse. Just to discover, like, 7 episodes later, that Arthur was still alive. Yeah, he was just swimming in the ocean for who knows how long. Here we go. We didn't get to see the Constantinathus in the last world either, so this is gonna be beautiful. That is less beautiful. Oh, hello, you are beautiful. You need a name now, too. You have a beak. Which is accurate. Well, it's sort of a beak. You have a part of your mouth with no feathers. And you're already using the tunnels. Okay, we're not doing the outro right now, actually, it turns out. Why? Okay. Protoceratops is losing cactus privileges. It cannot behave. Which cactus did it get prickled on? I don't even know. It doesn't have any bones yet. Oh, so I can't even get a new one. No cactus privileges. We're taking away the cactus. I don't have anything to use to represent. It was unnamed. I'm gonna cheat in a skull for its grave. I'm sorry that I have to cheat it in, but it was too young to drop bones. So I can't do much. We need a sign. I don't remember much about the Protoceratops, which is very sad to say. That was just a couple episodes ago, too. R.I.P. Protoceratops. Gone in the dust. No. No. Yeah. That is so sad. I genuinely cannot believe that that just happened. Okay. You guys are behaved with your cactus. I wonder if the cactus was... Because they were on the side, so it was harder for it to move around it, maybe? I don't know. Ugh. Why? Like... That is sad. I don't even know what to do. Like, we have to, I have to outro the video still. That put a damper on the mood. Okay, where's our little friend? Which cage is he spending his time in? He's in a tube. He's sleeping in a tube? Let's see what your does this say what your habitat is? Tropical. Okay. So we're gonna have to throw a lot of plants in here. This is how we're doing the outro, I guess. We're gonna have to throw a lot of plants in here next episode so that this is a bit more tropical. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.